We got it. Got it.
Listen, if we don't got it, nobody's got it. Like, let's just be really clear about
Be
this.
honest here.
Okay? Come on. You gotta step up and really own it. So welcome, ladies, to the I don't know what the hell we're talking about conversation. Hi. Do you see that we got a wee bit of a theme going on? And I think, Lisa, you missed the memo. We've all
No.
kind of got red on.
Oh, I
And
don't do red. I don't do red. I'm a cool.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
pink.
what's this button? We can eliminate her.
It's a game show.
Okay, where's the button? I can hit the eject button.
Poof.
Exactly. Oh my God, it's so funny. So we are all part of something that's happening coming up, and I wanted to just bring your ladies together to see what your thoughts are. So we're all speakers on the Sparks of Hope Shooting for Success Summit. Now, we've already had 2 conversations with some of the other speakers and got their input. And of course, we have that absolutely gorgeous video that was created for us. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it gets me every time. It gets me in the feels every single time. And I mean, for me, just listening to everybody's perspectives is like, oh my gosh, it's so, so good. And you can just feel the energy of everybody for the summit, right? But one thing that we didn't talk a lot about in the other 2 lives was success. So we talked a lot about hope. I would love to know how each of you ladies, and nobody knows the question I'm going to ask you because I follow the energy on it too. I would love to know, and you each have 3 minutes. That's it. I would love to know how you see hope and success coming together. How do you see that as a unit?
Wow, that's a
Karen?
cool question.
Karen, you're going to go first.
I am. Okay. How do I see hope and success coming together? Well, the first thing that's popping into my thought is if they don't, then you might miss out on both.
Say more.
Yeah. So I don't want to give away what I'm talking about in the summit. But the energy of the 2 words, they can work together really, really well. But then they can also work against each other.
Okay.
All right. So this will be part of my talk, but I see that when you go in, for me, when I go into the energy of hope, to me, it's inspiring, it's lifting, it's not wishful. And so by going into that energy of it, I see how it leads me and can lead others into success and the word I'm getting is in a very graceful way. So it will lead you to believing in yourself. It will give you that deep oomph that you might be needing to take that action or that step that you require to get the success that you know is inside you. And it's inside success for me. It's not external. Was my 3 minutes up?
You got lots more.
I don't have a clock. But yeah, that's how I see them.
I think that's so cool. Lori, what thoughts do you have about that?
Well, you know, to me, they're related because when you have success, you have hope. I feel like people, there's people who have success on paper and it looks like they're successful, but they don't really have hope in their heart. They don't really feel successful. So it's not true success. I mean, true success is where you have that hope for the future. You have that knowing that it's bigger than you and that you can touch other people. And that's sort of how they're related, where I feel like some people, have success without the hope and they're not really, those
So
are
it's
the people that don't really, it's not true success. It might be a lot of money or a good job, but they don't feel content. They don't feel happy. They don't feel joyful. And it's because they don't have that hope for a bigger future, the hope to be bigger than themselves and to really affect people.
So
So
they
like
could,
hope
their terms of success, though, to be fair, that could be satisfying enough for
is
them,
satisfying to them. And
right?
some people it is, but I found a lot of people,
It's empty success
it's
nearly.
empty success and it's not really what they truly, it fills them, it gives them society's idea of success. It makes them, but it doesn't really fill them up on the inside for most
I
people.
have a very strange analogy. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Lisa looks very like, oh my God, what's she gonna say? It's like having a little crumb of chocolate cake or being able to enjoy the entire cake. Now,
It
maybe not
is.
at one sitting, but it's there's not enough.
Yeah,
There's
it's
not
not
enough.
filling.
It doesn't give enough back. Okay.
It's not filling and it doesn't touch other people. And I think that's part of like hope to me involves the world. Hope to me is the community and everything. And when you have success without hope, it's just about you or just about your job but when you have success with hope, there's so much more to it and it really involves everyone. And it's
Cool.
sharing that hope and that success.
That's awesome. Okay, Miss Lisa.
All right. Well, the first thing I thought about, I'm gonna reverse engineer this. I have that saying came to mind where people say it's lonely at the top, when you're successful. And when I reverse engineer hope, I think, what is it when we don't have hope? And I think, wow, I don't have options. I'm alone, right? So, and there's
That's interesting.
there's no alone, no help. I'm just alone. So when I think about having hope and success together and up at that mountaintop, then I'm like, I have hope. I have people around me. I have help. I have options. And so I feel like hope and success go together quite nicely that way as we get to travel up the mountain. Otherwise, you're just up there and you have that dissatisfied feeling that you said, the empty feeling, and so that's where I really think that it blends. It makes you feel just so not alone. Hope is just like a gathering
Yeah,
of all
that's
resources.
awesome. That's
That
awesome.
term
I love
empty
that.
success is really interesting. I keep going back over that in my head when you said empty success. I thought that, so was it empty success you said? Unsat
Yeah, it's like it's empty.
It's
It's like
empty.
it's
And you're
it's like
alluding to that as well, Lisa. Like it's a really interesting term that I
is it
can,
a little tweak of excitement or is it sustainable? Is it something that feeds you longer
Right.
and longer and longer, right? Like we all create things in small ways and in big ways. And I think when we bring hope and success together, it can be much longer and it can be much more far reaching for ourselves and
Yeah.
far reaching for those around us and for the world. For me, hope is hope. You have to have hope before you can have success. And when I look at entrepreneurs that I've worked with and I talk to them about, okay, what do you want? Right. So it's the want, what do you want? What do you desire? But if I really burrow down, it's like, okay, what's the hope that you have in your heart? What's that dream that you're hoping for? Because everything starts with a dream of some level, whether it's just a spark of an idea or it's like, oh, I've been praying this for 20 years, whatever that is. The hope is there. The energy of hope is there. The desire pulls that in, right? And then when we actualize on our creation, again, chocolate cake or enterprise, whatever it is, anywhere. I like chocolate. Can you
I was
guys
going to
tell
say,
I
you like chocolate cake.
and I make the best damn chocolate cake ever. Come over. I will make you chocolate cake. Wow. I think I'm having chocolate cakes.
We've got chocolate cake and wine. We're all set.
Girl, right now I have the slow cooker going with spare ribs and the smell that's wafting up here. Can you smell it?
You'll have to put a little quarter teaspoon of powder espresso in it to really make it pop.
Okay.
I wanted to bring up the word
Focus that.
possible in this conversation, because where there's hope, then you actually can believe it's possible. I don't know how, I don't know who, and I don't know there, but it's possible. And I think of removing that word hope, it's like I don't have a hope in hell that it's going to happen.
Right.
Or you think, if I don't have hope, I really don't believe it's happening. So at least there's this thread that can lead me
Yeah.
to that bigger success. There's like,
Right.
okay,
So when we say I've lost all hope,
that's exactly where that
we're done. We
Yeah,
feel
there's no
like
reason
we've
to
used
go
word.
on.
Yeah, there's no, yeah, I have no direction. I can't see anywhere. So for us, this summit is about sparks of hope shooting for success, right? So when we have that spark of hope, a spark goes up. A spark doesn't go down, right? A spark goes up and it's shooting out for that success. So that's what we're all really in this for, to bring. I just can't believe the speakers that have been created to present this summit, because nothing is by mistake. I know that, but there are people that I never met before having the conversation about having them in the summit, and the blend is so magical. The blend is so magical with everyone, and the talks being so unique. Everyone is unique. The offerings, all of the VIP offerings, it's magical. It feels so magical to me. And I'm so incredibly pumped up to present each and every one of you. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic.
You just gave a great understanding or explanation, Christine, which was what I was thinking about when Lisa was talking. So the possibilities, but it's when you have that hope, you don't need to know how, right? Because the possibilities will come forward. Those, whether they are with a body or without, whether it's unseen energies or looking at three people here in front of me now, they will arrive. You don't need to know how when you have the hope, knowing that the possibilities will show themselves. It's just my job to recognize them and say yes, like saying yes to being on this summit. You didn't know who was going to show up when you created this. And now look at who's here. Like, it's just, I'm so excited to, like, I can't hear everybody at once, and it kind of bums me out because I'm really excited to hear all the different speakers, because their energies, just from what I know now, is just, it's exhilarating. I don't have another word. It's exhilarating for me.
Yeah, I've had different speakers that are coming to the summit say the same thing, and people that are watching are going, "What is going on? Like, what is this?" And if you read energy, and even if you don't officially read energy, but you get a spark about something, it's this. It really is something very unique.
I love the idea of the spark too, because the spark is just, this teeny little tiny thing. But yet if you fan the spark and you get it to grow, it just, the summit, the speakers, and just the idea of hope and success is you take this, you only need a little spark, and that spark can just become everything. I mean, you can
Exactly.
you can burn down the world with the spark. You can set it, in a positive way, but that spark can just change, that little spark can change
Yep.
a life.
We're not burning down that was our last lifetime, Lori. You got that mixed up.
But that spark could cook that chocolate cake.
So here is the summit. You can get it on your website, or on your phone. It is called, just go to icnsummit.com/sparks of hope. And then you can see all of our speakers. There's Beth Davis, myself, Karen, 21.
Okay.
We have 21 speakers. Danielle, Lori, I'm reading this backward, Melitza, Margie, Julie, Michaela, Margaret, Dr. Tina, Shar, Nata, Evan, he's our
So brave.
one male body, and he's a brave bugger. Lisa, Marie, Bridget, Susan, Kat, Lisa, that's here. Sharon, my garbage men are outside if you can hear that. Who is it? Dominique. I can't see this very well. We have so many speakers and the offers. So this is something that I definitely want to say before I forget is summit. We do summits differently. And I think this is one of the things that attracted many of you, maybe the three of you, it attracted you in the way that we do it. I can't stand push sales. I absolutely cannot stand push sales. It makes me cray cray. And I think a lot of summits, they bring people in with the free, and then they push the VIP package on you. And I don't want to do it that way. We're not doing it that way. So we have one ticket price, $67, and everything is fully included. Like there's no extra. Come play, come laugh, come network, come meet people, listen to dynamic speakers, and you will have VIP offers. They're offers because we're offering for you to choose them, but it's up to you to choose, right? That's the one thing about when I think about people that feel like they're losing hope. It's like, okay, I can offer you a suggestion, but you have to choose.
Yeah.
And that's the whole premise of this, right? It's like we have, get this, over 27,700 and I think it's $2 in VIP offers. Now, why do I know that? Because 7 is my number. 20. So I'm like, oh, I need one more 7 in there. But that's what it is. I know, I'm crazy. So, but this is all included. And even if I really believe that even if someone chooses not to take and have any of those offers, just being part of the summit and hearing the speakers and all of that there, that each of you and myself and the other 17 speakers have put into their talk is going to be well worth the value, if not more, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Speaking
astounding.
Speaking of value, I'm just now I can't stop thinking about this. Is that that's why I had to ask how many speakers there are, which is 21. And I was thinking because I'm thinking Spark, I'm thinking spark plug, and how that's a connection, like so that your car can go. So you know how you think about a car and you're like, okay, I've got well, how many cylinders is it? So you got your spark plugs. I'm going back in the day. I know you guys have your electric vehicles now, but when we have the spark plugs, you know, you say, oh, wow, it's an 8 or if it's a 10, you're like, whoa, well, this is a 21. You know, we're going. This is the vehicle of hope right now.
I love it. I love it.
Right.
And you don't need to, just so we're really clear about this, you don't need to be in a space of, I'm on empty, right? I am on empty and I need hope. You got to check out the talks. You got to check out the VIP offers because these are high level offers and conversations that are going to add to people's lives, whatever stage they are at. I mean, okay, each of you tell what area you're talking in. You don't have to give your talk title, but what area are you talking in? Lisa?
Oh, I can actually, yeah, paradigm shifts, looking at life differently so you can live life differently.
Nice. Lori?
I'm talking about reinvention. So at whatever stage of life you're in, if your life is not completely satisfying, you can reinvent yourself to live the life you desire.
Karen?
Well, I kind of alluded to it, but yeah, it's the energy of hope, how to work with it, because it can present itself in different ways. And if you're
Nice.
not aware of that, then you
Guess
won't
what
know
I'm
it.
talking about, lazies? Guess what area I talk about?
Business?
Business.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Business. I'm going to bring hope to your business. And I get so excited about what I do. Like, it's pretty crazy. I was like
You
talking with a
absolutely
client
do.
this morning and I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to do this. And she's like, I'm glad it makes you happy. Yeah, I know. and that and chocolate cake. And anyways, we have so many different topics. People talking about bodies, support with divorce, grief, living positively,
Hormones.
hormones, speaking to your body. Oh my gosh. I can't think of all of it. I mean, there's so many, but anyways, what is the one thing that you're most looking forward to about the whole offering of the day and thereafter?
Oh, can I go first on this one?
Oh,
Because you know what? When I came to the summit where we had, well, not summit, so we had a gathering of all of lovely women before this had come up.
right.
I have participated in many Zooms and meetings and visits and all those things. But when I attended that one, and a lot of the women are going to be on this upcoming summit, that were there,
Yes.
I've never felt so alive, so supported, so zippy zappy. And I was like, wow, I'm absolutely doing this. And I know that that's where I'm so excited, because I'm always happy. But when I get that extra level happy, it's like, wait, how did that happen? Oh, that's good. So
Oh,
that's
zippy zappy. That's a new one. We got to
Yeah.
use that one.
I like that one. Yep.
That's awesome. What about you, Lori?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to very similar. The energy of the people, the speakers has just been amazing. The interactions I've had, and I know the people attending are going to be drawn to that energy. So I'm really looking forward to the whole thing, and just the connections with all those who are attending and with the other speakers, and just really bringing so much energy and so much hope and success, and just really building it. So it's going to be exciting. I mean, I can almost feel it already, that it's just, we're going to be increasing everyone's vibrations by the end of the day.
Yeah,
Well,
really.
we could use that in the world. What about you, Karen? What's the one thing you're really looking forward to?
The one thing.
Or one thing, not the.
The meeting of new people. So, because we get an opportunity to get to know each other better as well as well as the attendees. So I'm just looking forward to the invitation, just like to who's going to show up, like who wants to be here and absorb all of this that's there for them. And then knowing that I have that opportunity to just meet more people, just be in the energy with more people. Like, how can that be wrong? Right? Like we feel it now here with the 4 of us. Then we're going to have 21 of us. And then we're going to have, I don't know how many.
Yeah.
And that's just going to make the day feel amazing.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to watching people receiving. For me, that's one of the biggest things. It's like seeing each of you receiving accolades for your talk, seeing all of the attendees responding to the talks and discussing and networking, because we've got networking parts of within the day as well, right? And really just watching the connections happen and seeing people excited about the possibilities of, oh my gosh, I get to talk to you next, and I'm really looking forward to that program or that offering that you're bringing forward. And just watching people receiving, it's yeah, that's the bomb for me. That's the bomb.
Ripple effect, at the end of the day, when we're all saying goodbye and we're done, and just knowing how that's still continuing to go out, and will indefinitely.
It will indefinitely, but we're not going to give all of our eggs away in this conversation.
Nope.
Anyways, that's it for me. How about you? Anybody else have anything else they want to say?
I'm so grateful to be part of this.
Yay.
I really am.
Me too.
You.
Me too. All right. Say goodbye to Facebook land. Bye, Facebook land.
Bye,
Bye, YouTube
Bye,
land.
everyone.
Bye.
See you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks today.
Yeah.
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 Well, I know what I want to share.
Yes.
May 9th is my birthday. So
Oh
not
my
only are we doing this amazing event, but we're celebrating my
Okay.
birthday.
So
Chocolate
you're the
cake.
one that's bringing the cake.
I'm going to bring the chocolate cake.
Just
Damn.
bring your own cake on the birthday? Aren't we supposed to give cake?
Maybe we should all bring a cake.